Howdy, howdy, howdy. Happy to be here and happy you're here with me. And if you're new here and enjoy this content, I hope you'll subscribe. My name is Heather. This is Southern Gals Crochet. Hi. Okay, so today we're going to talk about the results for my last market. And it was a car show. It was not a normal market for me, and so it was interesting. All right, so we get there and nobody else has arrived, and in my opinion, it had been advertised pretty well, and unfortunately only 3 vendors showed up. And I was surprised because it was no vendor fee and it was in support of a local school. So I would have thought there would have been a lot more vendors to show up. But, you know, they can't all be great, right? Maybe if they decide to do it again, it will have more word of mouth and all that, you know. So if they do it again, I think I'm going to do it again because it was a good location. It was quite a bit of traffic as far as for the car show, you know, not so much for the vendors, but for the car show there was quite a lot of people there. I think they said there were over 50 cars, antique cars, all the way from the 30s on up. Mostly a lot of 50s, 60s, but still very, very cool. I mean, I had a blast. So, let's see. So as far as what sold, the first thing that sold was a mushroom for $8. Hershey's Kiss for $5. A snake for $10. A frog for $5. I'll skip this one because I want to talk about it. A rabbit for $15. A caterpillar for $20. A car for $10. A Highland cow for $25. A rose for $10. A football for $8. Another rose for $10. A scrubby set for $10. And another scrubby set for $10. And my black sheep for $20. And there are a couple more sales that did happen, but here's the thing. So I've had some items that I have had for a very long time, and I am trying to get rid of them, you know. So I created a discount bin, and this time I just used my largest metal, round metal bin, and put a clearance sign on it, and whenever anybody even looked in its direction, I told them, anything in that bin, you name the price. I'll take whatever you're willing to pay for it. And that worked. I mean, I actually did sell some items out of that bin, and I didn't really have anybody go super stingy on me. So I sold one of the little blue owls for $5. I sold just a ring, like a little baby ring, for $1. I sold a washcloth that I had put 2 washcloths in there because of the fact that over time, people touching them and getting rained on, having to dry them, and they start to pill a little bit. So I just went ahead and put it in the bin, and it sold for $3. And I had one leggy frog left that I had 2 leggy frogs for the longest time. They do not sell very well here. But I finally sold a leggy frog for $5. And I sold another one of those little owls for $5. So that worked out. I sold 5 items out of that bin. So I was happy with that. That's 5 less things I have to carry around with me for every event. I swear. I originally made, I think it was 8 leggy frogs. And that was almost 2 years ago. And I finally got rid of the last leggy frog. Isn't that crazy? Alright. So, and my best sellers were scrubbies. I sold 2 of them. And roses. I sold 2 of them. So that was pretty good. And I finally sold one of those caterpillars. I've been having those caterpillars for a long time too. But I still haven't put them in my sale bin yet. Not yet. They're getting close to being put in the sale bin. Okay. So, the event was $0 to get in, and I expected to make around $200, and it was from 9 to 5, 9 to 4, and I made $185, and $49 was square, $136 was cash. And I paid hubby $28. So that gave me my final profit of $157. Not bad. For an event that it's their first time and they had no clue how it was going to turn out. So not bad. I sold 19 items. Most of them lower priced items. I would say my most common price point was $10. $5 and $10. So I did spend $4 on some absolutely delicious breakfast tacos. Yum. So anyway, that's that. $157. That's pretty good. My next market is, I'm not sure. Let me think. My next market is at the courthouse downtown. And unfortunately, there is a 40% prediction of rain. So we'll see how that goes. If it's not the wind, it's the rain. Just can't win. Actually, the weather for this last event was perfect. Not windy, not too hot, not rainy. Well, in the morning, there was like this mist from the fog. It was very foggy in the morning. So, of course, there was all this mist in the air that lasted until probably around 9:30. And then it just got really pretty, and it was a nice day. And I'm going to throw in some pictures of the cars that I took. I was like, I didn't take a whole lot because I was manning my station, you know, but I did go out and walk around and see some of the cars even before all of them had finished arriving. So I got a few pictures. And so I'll share those with you right now. Wasn't those beautiful? Oh my gosh, so beautiful. I enjoyed watching all these vehicles all day long. And they were giving out trophies for the person who had the People's Choice and Students' Choice, and because it was a benefit to raise money for the students who like to rebuild these cars in mechanic class. And yeah, it was just amazing watching this, and I had such a good time. It was getting pretty warm by the end of the day, so I was pretty worn out by the time we got home. And then yesterday and today, I'm not feeling very well. And my stomach is like, I don't know how to explain it. It's just nauseous. And so I haven't really been myself for the last 2 days. So I figured I'd get this video done before the day ended sometime today. And my tummy finally feels a little bit better. So here we are. Alright, well, again, my next one is at the square, the monthly first Saturday of the month market. And hopefully that'll be pretty good. Alright, well, that'll be all for today. I'll see you next time. Talk at you later. Bye-bye.